Good morning. Good morning. Hi, watch your crazy sweet potato, Mustang Mike, Aaron, Drea. Um, who else? Who else? Wisco Gal. I saw Muggsy was here earlier. Snuggle Bunny. Watch your crazy. I was listening to your live the other day. I didn't come in the chat. I really had a headache. So I was just listening. And right after that, I got a thing for I'm trying to remember the guy's name. You were on his panel and you were talking about your relationship with your son, your grandkids, and the mother of your grandkids and how all of that came about. So I listened to that for a little bit and I can't remember the guy's name, but you were on panel with him. Good morning, Mr. Jimenez. Good morning. Blessings to you. I saw you were live showing your kitty cat. That's a beautiful little cat. Beautiful cat. Um, Good morning, George. George, you're working? Oh my God, George. So this morning, I went to sleep. I was listening to Bombshell and I got woken up by a lot of FUs and the MFers and the F word, the FAGG. I mean, it was horrible. So I was like, what the hell is going on? My God. When you go to sleep, it just keeps playing. Well, that was a content creator. I was like, oh my God. I jumped up. I had to turn that shit off. But I went to sleep and I normally go to sleep listening to I try to listen to rain or which it was raining here, so I didn't have to, or some waterfalls or something if I really can't sleep. But I went to sleep listening to Bombshell last night. Yep, but it was an older man. Well, it was stand-up guy. I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I unsubscribed from him a long time ago, at least 8, 9 months ago. And I don't know how he popped in there. Yeah, that cat is gorgeous. Miss Bunny just subbed to your channel. Thank you, Miss Bunny. Um, but I was just like, what the? And I used to listen to him, and I know he would go off sometime, but this was a constant. And I see why Mr. Jimenez always tells me no cursing. I get it. I see it. I understand it. I really do. But I have a story that I was following, and let me tell you, this story reminds me so much of Nazia Harris. Her name is Kamani Latique, 13 years old. Her father picked her up from her guardian. Well, he picked her up without permission. And they found her 13-year-old body. And the father has now been arrested. Well, that was a warrant. I think he's arrested now. And the grandmother was arrested. The grandmother was caught throwing bloody clothes away. She said when she came home, there was stuff on the floor that shouldn't have been there. So the grandmother was arrested as well. And guys, hi Sarah Z. Good morning. Good morning. I also hear there's a lot of other shit going on YouTube, and I'm just gonna say, oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Yeah, I'm calling on Jesus for this one because this is fucking ridiculous and it's out of hand, and I just cursed. But anyway, I want you guys to. I'm gonna play this about Kamani, and I want you to know that this is sad. It's sad because of the fact of that we always preaching about stranger danger, and there are amber alerts, but you have to meet a certain criteria. You have to know if the person got in a car, if you saw the kidnapping or whatever it was. If you're autistic, there's all these criterias. And if you guys don't remember, Amber Hagerman out of Arlington, Texas, went missing. And that's how that Amber Alert came about. She was 9 years old at the time. So I was looking. Family abductions normally happens, the females will abduct their children. Okay. And they're normally between the ages, 6 and under, you're going to kidnap your kids. Then there are non-family abductions, which makes up 27% of all child abductions that are committed. Last year, over 840 kids were reported missing. Then you have the kids that run away. And they're saying kids that run away are between 12 and 17. 75% of runaways are females, and they're between 6 and 22% of homeless girls that are pregnant. Between 20 and 40% of young people who run away from home identify as LGBTQ. They said half of the runaways report escaping physical abuse in the home. 38% escape emotional abuse, and 17% acknowledge being subjected to sexual abuse by a family or a household member. They say children that run away from home face a greater risk of anxiety, depression, suicide, poor health, low self-esteem, and are more likely to be forced into prostitution, which we're going to see this pimp out of Seattle shortly. Forced into prostitution, drug sales, and all kind of illegal activities. Okay? These are the statistics of what's going on. Over what is approximately 840 children are reported missing each year. And this is coming from the FBI database. Good morning, Black Roses. Hi, Savage. So we have the Pimp Chronicles as well. We have a pimp out of Seattle, Washington that I'm going to show you. But right now, we're going to go look at Kimani's story. And I'm going to tell you, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Okay, I want to start right here, and then I'm going to show you what happened. This is her father, Darnell Jones. This is coming out of Toledo. This is Darnell Jones. He goes by Darnell Ogilby. He has all kinds of charges, and that's why I'm going to start here. I want you to see this man's rap sheet. Okay? Here we go.
Auction is her father, Darnell Jones, and according to police records, he was last seen taking Kimani from her guardian's home without consent, possibly making him the last person to have seen her alive. Michael Sandlin, he's got more on the charges surrounding Jones, his background as well. Michael, how is Kimani's family reacting to the news of Jones's possible involvement?
Jeff, we caught up with Kimani's grandmother, Dorothy Latigue, and she says the feeling right now is betrayal. Now, we did some digging into Jones's past, and he does have quite the record. Now, looking back, we can see that he had previous charges for domestic violence, specifically an endangering children charge back in 2021. However, those charges were dismissed. He also had a felonious assault charge from 2017.
Look at the charges. Arson, property of another. I mean, he goes back to that's his date of birth. This one goes back to The date isn't there. Normally the date is wrapped in a case number. It's not there. He's got having weapons, felonious assault. Again, weapons. This is the same charge. Abduction, removing from a place found, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest. Now, all of these happen on the same day, 6/17. This man is a freaking criminal.
That resulted in the victim being seriously harmed, and he was indicted on that one. Kamani's grandmother says this feels like a betrayal because despite his record, she truly thought Jones had stepped up to be a father for her, despite not even being a dad.
It was told to me that he was her.
So you hear that, right? He's not her biological dad. Let's go back.
Despite not even being her biological dad.
It was told to me that he was her biological father. However, her biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not. So I don't know what to believe, but I know that he was present. He's been more present than the biological mom. And I feel deceived. Like, you played for so long in my face like you was her dad.
Really?
Like you really had her best interests at heart. But where is she?
However, it's very important to note that we caught up with Kamani's mother earlier today, and she says that the grandmother is telling a completely different story from the truth. So we're going to continue digging into the details, and we'll bring you the latest as soon as we can. But for now, reporting in downtown Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.
So let's look at this.
We continue.
Here we go.
I just want to know if it's my baby. They still not telling me nothing. It takes nothing. It's nothing to take a picture. It's nothing to, you know what I'm saying, let me know when the coroner's bringing it around so I can see if that's indeed my baby. Y'all not saying nothing.
Top of the hour, new breaking news in tonight in the case
Look
of
at this
missing
beautiful
13
girl. Look at her. Kamani Lateeg, 13 years old. 13 years old.
A missing 13-year-old girl in Toledo tonight. Kamani Lateeg's father, 33-year-old Darnell Jones, is charged with her murder and abduction.
Police have confirmed they pulled her body from an abandoned East Toledo home today. Kamani had not been seen alive for the last 6 days. Her family, friends, and community had been searching for any signs of her.
Additionally, social media videos appearing to show Toledo police taking Kamani's grandmother, Dorothy
they
Lateeg,
arrested her
from her home in handcuffs today. WTOL 11 has repeatedly asked police why, but we have not yet received a response. A family member did tell us Dorothy was arrested, but she didn't have information on the charges. WTOL 11 has reached out repeatedly to TPD for clarification.
Tonight, police say
look how gorgeous this girl is. Beautiful. 13 years old. Life just taken by a man allegedly taken by her bio father. Let's just say allegedly.
Search for her body is over, but the search for answers continues.
Now, the
story made headlines when Toledo police made this post on social media Tuesday, March 18th, 4:03 p.m. That's when the alert for missing 13-year-old Kamani Lateeg went out.
I usually get off of work at 9 o'clock. I made it home like 9:40
Hi, Arkansas.
that morning. She wasn't here.
WTOL 11 talked with Kamani's grandma the following day. She said she saw something unusual when she came home from work and called TPD.
There were things in the floor that should not have been. That's what caused the alarm. So I called the school to speak with her. I asked them, could I speak with her?
Not that
and then
grandma.
they did. They contacted the principal, her teacher, and the gym teacher, and all three of those guys said that she was not there.
2 more days passed. Now 72 hours since anyone has last seen Kamani alive. Family, friends, and even strangers came out to search for her.
So let's scour throughout here.
The group spent the weekend alongside Kamani's mother looking for any signs of the 13-year-old girl.
Honestly, this is breaking me.
Hotspot,
I've been
good
falling
morning.
the apart since I found out. I've legitimately been on social media since the minute I found out, spreading awareness, sending out flyers, contact information, anything to get my baby home. I have not slept in 3 days. I have not ate in 3 days.
We need all the support we can get from anybody. We don't care who it is. Please just come out and help us find my niece.
The next day, Sunday, March 23rd, a felony abduction charge filed against Darnell Jones. Jones is Kimani's dad, and court records show he was the last person with her before she went missing.
She looks like her
dad. This man has been in my
dad.
house several times. He usually takes her for weekends to his house to visit with him and his other children. And I feel deceived. Like, you played for so long in my face, like you was her dad, like you really had her best interests at heart. But where is she?
Hotspot, are you from Arkansas, chat? I've seen you, and I'm trying to remember.
If my baby don't make it home, I will never be okay again.
I met a lot of wonderful
and I hate
people.
to say that because I have other kids.
That fear became reality when police pulled a body from a home on Miami Street in East Toledo. A body Kimani's grandmother says is the missing 13-year-old girl. Darnell Jones reportedly told police he saw his daughter late Sunday night.
Spitting image of her dad.
She called and said she was afraid someone was trying to break into her grandmother's home. Jones says he and a cousin allegedly stayed with her for about an hour and left around 12:30 a.m.
So somebody was trying to break into grandma's home. The daddy, right here, she called him around 12. He stayed for like 30 minutes, and then he left. But somebody's trying to break in, and you don't take your daughter. You just leave her there. You and your friend or cousin, whoever, you guys just left. Got you. Okay.
Yeah. Police now say he gave inconsistent statements about being with Kimani that night. Once again, he is now charged with murder and abduction.
That's where I saw you.
It was just after 3 o'clock this afternoon when police pulled Kimani's body from a burned home on Miami Street in East Toledo. That house is at 1101, the corner of Miami and Wilmot, almost directly behind the Glass City Riverwall, and less than 4 miles from where Kimani was last seen alive at her home in the 2900 block of Elm Street. The house where she was found in East Toledo was boarded up. And
now, how did she get to that house? Bye, Mr. Jimenez. That's what I said, Savage. This is Nazia Harris all over again. All over again. Except for they haven't found Nazia. They're just trying Jarvis Butts for murder because she was 14, pregnant. He's been molesting her since she was 10 or 11. And they missed the chance to speak to her. Her name was in that report. This is reminding me of the same thing.
On fire at least 2 times in the past few years. The most recent, July 14th, 2022, just a few months ago before that, in May of 2022.
The young girl's death has created plenty of reaction today from family members and the surrounding community.
Toledo Mayor Wade Kapsakavage also weighed in on the tragedy tonight. He spoke with Steve Iwanek, who joins us now. Steve, he's wanting justice just like everybody else.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Kapsakavage was visibly frustrated with me, even getting a bit emotional in our conversation earlier today, telling me that what's happened in the last week to Kimani demands accountability and answers.
Accountability?
Baby is in that house, and my baby is deceased. I cannot wait to see it's done.
For days, Tiara Caston, the mother of 13-year-old Kimani Lateague, searched and searched, hoping to find her little girl. Caston
says she wasn't living with her mother. She was living with the guardian.
On March 15th.
We played video games. We played, we talk mess. You know, that's what we do. We roast each other, all types of stuff, but it's all love.
Kimani was reported missing on March 18th from the 2900 block of Elm Street in North Toledo, according to Toledo police. Since then, family, friends, and community members spent days looking. But Monday, police say they found a body in this abandoned house in East Toledo. That was around 1:30 in the afternoon. And hours later, the Lucas County coroner confirmed it was indeed Kimani.
This is sad.
Whomever was responsible for this, I hope they throw the book at him. That's just me.
Toledo Mayor Wade Kapsakavage offered his sympathies, calling the events unfair and saying justice needs served.
Yes,
It's no one deserves what
Look
this.
how beautiful this girl is. Why would you hurt any child? This is ridiculous.
This young girl went through.
You're interviewing him at a bar. Got you.
If justice is to be served, someone needs to pay.
That someone may be someone inside Kamani's own family, based on Kapsakavage's understanding.
To know that
everybody got their
all
phones
along,
out.
there were folks inside that family that looks like knew that this wasn't going to end well is just, I mean, that's more dishonesty, I think, than a lot of people could wrap their brains around.
Outside the East Toledo house, community members showed love to Kamani. A vigil took place, and one woman even left a plot of flowers and a note, telling WTOL 11 she felt the need to honor her memory and to show the city she was loved. Now, we did ask the county coroner if they could share any details into how Kamani died, and they could not, at this time. Now the focus shifts to finding those responsible for her death. In downtown Toledo, Steve Iwanek, WTOL.
Hi, Miss Teacher.
And as we learn more, we will be sure to keep you updated on air and online at WTOL.com. We have a special on the case right now, as well as our past coverage with the family. You can stream it anytime on your TV with WTOL 11 Plus. And if you're watching us on Plus, don't go.
The grandmother was arrested. They're not saying her charges at all. Grandmother is arrested. They're not speaking on her charges, but what I saw on TikTok was the arrest of the grandmother, and they were trying to pull her out, out of the car. They were actually trying to pull the grandmother out the car. And it was crazy. Let me see. Let me see something if I can show you guys this. But they were trying to pull her out the car. Kamani Lateague. I was like, oh my God. Hold on. Let me see. I saw it yesterday and I didn't flag it for some reason. I have no idea why I didn't flag it. Okay, here we go. Hold on, I have it. This is the grandmother. Let me stop sharing this one. And let me go here. This is the arrest of the grandmother.
The grandmother has been arrested. This community
is
outraged, and so many people, I'm sure, are feeling like they failed this young lady. Watch this small clip of the grandmother being arrested.
You know what you did to her! You got in jail too, bitch! I knew it! It's exactly what she should have been in jail! She should have been in jail! A long time ago! Get that! Get her! Get
this
her!
The one where they're trying to, they were going to try to get her out the car.
I'm telling you! I'm telling you!
Now this is truly tragic. Now I don't know if the father has been arrested or if he unalived himself. In one of the live videos I was watching, one lady said they found 3 bodies today. So did the dad and the uncle unalive themselves? I'm sure we'll know soon. But I truly feel like abandoned houses should be burned or torn down. We shouldn't have just abandoned houses sitting. So as you all may already know.
So she's been arrested and they were trying to get her out the car. Hi, Keeping It Real. Good morning. Hi, sister. But this is crazy. Now, we have a story I was telling you guys yesterday about this autistic. Oh, but we have an update first. We have an update on the police chief. The fire captain who was found murdered in her home. Just like I told you, the wife probably ran off to Mexico. Yep, things got crazy.
A woman accused of killing a CAL FIRE captain is over.
Mexican police announced that they've captured the wife and accused killer of Captain Rebecca Marodi outside of a hotel room in Mexicali, Mexico. KCAL News reporter Elise Martinez is live in the newsroom with the latest on this developing story. Elise?
Good morning, Sheba and Rachel. After nearly 5 weeks of intense searching, Yolanda Marodi is finally in custody this morning. This is her mugshot released by Mexican officials. She was captured by officers in the Ferrocarril neighborhood of Mexicali. The announcement coming late last night. CAL FIRE Captain Rebecca Marodi lived in San Diego County with Yolanda, but worked in Riverside County. Rebecca was killed the night of February 17th and was found by first responders in their home. She was stabbed multiple times and was pronounced dead at the scene. According to an arrest warrant, the fire captain told her wife she was leaving her and ending the marriage roughly a week before the murder. Surveillance video from the front patio captured on a Ring camera showed Rebecca running from her attacker, yelling, "Yolanda, please, I don't want to die." Yolanda responded.
I told you guys she probably wanted out of that marriage. I told you.
You should have thought about that before. Yolanda served prison time from February 2004 to November 2013 after pleading guilty to voluntary manslaughter in the stabbing death of her husband, James Olenijak, in San Bernardino County. And despite happy appearances in public and on social media, Rebecca's first wife talked to us shortly after the murder and suggested that the relationship was very different behind the scenes.
It was a typical toxic relationship. Yolanda was very jealous, my understanding. She was very jealous and did not want to have Becky maintaining her friendships.
Yep, she killed her first husband. They put her there for manslaughter. And now she's killed her wife. Yeah, and we're going to talk about another killer. But good morning, damn it, Mandy. Yep, she was in prison. Yes, she was. Now, she's gorgeous. Her first wife was beautiful.
That she'd had for years with other women.
Riverside County Fire releasing this statement saying, quote, "We thank our law enforcement partners in San Diego and Mexico for their hard work. Becky was a beloved member of our community and department, and we will miss her greatly." The San Diego Sheriff's Department has now confirmed that Yolanda has been released to U.S. Marshals and taken into custody at a U.S. port of entry, where she will now face murder charges. Rebecca Marodi had been fighting Southern California wildfires just weeks before her death.
Yes, she was.
Back to you.
So we know she's not going to get out. Hopefully she won't get out because this is her second murder. But I was telling you guys yesterday about the video of the two teachers that were bullying and hitting an autistic child. This is in Texas, right outside of Dallas, okay? I found the video. I knew I had it flagged, but for some reason, I just couldn't find that bitch. But I found it, and I want you guys to see this. Now, the parents didn't know about it. Didn't know anything about it. Here we go.
Are on leave and other educators are off the job after videos surfaced of adults hitting and swinging at a child who is autistic.
The incident happened at Millsap Elementary School in Parker County, west of Fort Worth. The sheriff's office, state education officials, and Child Protective Services all involved now investigating. The boy's mom tells Fox 4 it took several days before she even learned the video.
Did you see how she hit that child? Did you see how she walked up and hit that child?
It took several days before she even learned the video existed. She sat down with David Santendry tonight. David's in Millsap. David.
Yeah, so Fox 4 is choosing to blur the faces of those educators involved because at this point in time, they have not been charged with a crime. However, there is a criminal investigation happening, and the school district says those educators are no longer employed by the district.
How dare you put in your mouth? Come on, girl.
Video shows a Millsap ISD educator appearing to slap at a child in a special needs classroom. The 10-year-old boy walks away until another educator yells at him.
I said come here.
The educator appears to repeatedly hit the child with a toy before throwing it at him.
I'm gonna hit you with that. Quit chewing on things.
Like my child can't speak. He can't come home and tell me, Mommy, they hit me, or Mommy, they're mean to me. Like, he's nonverbal.
Carissa Cornelius talking about her son, Alex, along with the boy's grandfather.
Our autistic children are some of the most vulnerable among us. And to see my grandson treated that way was just absolutely devastating.
Family says the incident happened in February, but initially, Millsap ISD only provided vague details.
So with the missing children, they say physical or mentally disabled children. It's more difficult to find these kids because they're developmentally disabled. And they may have difficulty communicating with others about their needs, identity, or home address. The problem is when you have teachers like this that are in the classroom and they take out their frustrations on these children, these kids can't go home and tell their parents. If they go home with a mark, they're going to say, oh, he bumped his head or this and that happened. They're going to lie to you because your child is nonverbal.
I did not find out that this video existed for 10 or 11 days after.
Family says the video was recorded by another educator in the room.
That the person who took the video knew that the video needed to be taken is another indication to me that this has probably been going on for a while.
Thank you. That's what I said. It's been going on for a while. And they do it to these kids because they cannot talk and they cannot tell their parents what's going on.
ISD says the educators involved were placed on administrative leave and are no longer employed by the district. Millsap ISD says it also reported the incident to local law enforcement, as well as Child Protective Services and the State Board for Educator Certification. It also utilized an outside investigator to investigate the allegations, which led to the Millsap Elementary School's principal and assistant principal being placed on administrative leave.
He hit that child. She didn't attempt. She hit him. I saw it when she hit him, and watch. She hit him. Watch this.
Elementary school's principal and assistant principal being placed on administrative leave.
And my child should have never gone through that. It is unacceptable.
I'm gonna hit you with that.
In the video, Alex flinches away from the educators multiple times.
He doesn't flinch at us because we don't spank him. He doesn't get spanked. We don't use physical force to discipline him. He's at a 3-year-old level. What good does that do? His special needs.
Alex's mother says working with special needs children is not for anybody.
It takes a very special person. It takes a lot of patience.
Still, she says there's no room for this behavior.
And for them to put their hands on my child is unacceptable.
Quit chewing on things.
Disgusting what they did to that.
So while the district says the educators involved are no longer with the district, it did not specifically say how many educators it's talking about.
I would have went to their house. They're not working there anymore. I would be at their house. They would be dragged out of their house. I wouldn't wait for them to come outside or catch them at a grocery store. I'm coming in to get you. I've done that before with my ex-husband's wife. Anyway.
Obviously, we mentioned the two in that video, but it's unclear if other educators who were in that room were also disciplined or potentially let go from their jobs. Do want to point out, I spoke with the Parker County Sheriff's Office earlier today. It confirms to me there is an active investigation happening right now, but they say they cannot comment at this time on that investigation because it involves a minor.
Oh my God, Mustang Mike. Hold on.
Emotions ran high in.
Hold on. I worked overnight at a house with 4 people who couldn't speak. One of the girls who lived there had bruises all over her hands and arms. They recorded a woman who worked there was pinching her. Christoph, you coming with me? We're going to drag that bitch out the house. Completely out the house. So they were arrested. Okay, they were arrested. But I want to go back, and this is sick. They should have gone through proper CPI training, protects them and the Savage. They probably had all of that. They probably had it. They were probably frustrated with their home life and took it out on that little boy. That's what I want to know. They're either abused him sexually, physically, mentally. And I know in Texas, a lot of the classrooms, especially the daycares or the pre-K schools, they have cameras in all the classrooms. Parents can log in to see what's going on. They secretly recorded the house, and then she was caught and charged criminally. Good. A lot of the schools in Texas and Houston, there are cameras in every classroom. So how did this happen? Don't know. Have no idea. But we're going to go to the Pimp Chronicles real quick. I'm going to bring up the Pimp Chronicles because this is close to home. This man is something else. Everybody's writing shit. Anybody in Texas right now? Oh, damn it, Mandy. Aesop's, where you at? We need to go for a ride. I'll ride with you, Heidi. I've done it and went to the school, past the office, and there you go. There you go. I know when I called Chris's teacher on the phone, because Chris was in kindergarten. And so I told you guys, this little girl would smell like pee. And she had a crush on Chris. And she was always touching his hair because Chris had all those curls. And he told her, don't touch him because she smells. So she wanted a conversation with Brian, who was overseas, and the mother. So Brian and them do the conference call with her, and she's telling them, you know, the stuff that was going on. So when Brian told me, she told him that not everybody can afford to wear Sean John. And I asked him, I said, what did you say to her? And girl, we need Popeye's chicken. And he said, I said, what did you say to her when she said that? He was like, well, I didn't say anything. I said, okay, I got you. I called the school. I got her on the phone. And I told her, I said, it has nothing to do with wearing Sean John. It's called soap and fucking water. I said, if the mother can't afford it, I will send it to school for her. I said, because if your child pisses in the bed before she goes to school, you put her in the shower. Chris used to pee in the bed. Every morning, if Chris got up and got in that shower, I said, oh, Lord, he done peed in the bed. It has nothing to do with your clothes. It's the fact that you sent your daughter to school smelling like piss, which means you don't have soap or you don't have water. Whatever it is, I'm going to provide it for you. And this woman was like, well, ma'am, you know, I'm just saying not everybody is fortunate. I said, but that has nothing to do with him telling her, don't touch him. She stinks. I said, maybe he was wrong, but this is a child. They're going to say whatever they have to say. And I did. And then the week later, we had grandparents' breakfast. I went to school for grandparents' breakfast. That woman stayed all the way away from me. She wanted nothing to do with me. And I asked him every day, has she said something to you? Did she say something to you? Did she do something to you? Because grandma is right there. Daddy overseas. Mama is in her own world. But you live with me. I'm right here. So what we gonna do? And then before, I was leaving, I walked over to her. I said, hi. I said, I'm Christopher's grandmother. She goes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I said, so how's everything going? Oh, it's going great. Yeah. You're not going to sit there and say that shit about not everybody can afford. And that's when Chris and Brian, that's all they wore was Sean John. Has nothing to do with the clothes that you're wearing. It's called soap and water, because my grandson would get up and take a shower every morning, or whatever morning he did that he peed in the bed. He would go get in that. As soon as I said, well, he done peed in the bed. Let me go get these sheets and stuff off his bed. Yeah, they get teased. But these are kids. What was he? 5? He told her, don't touch me. You smell. And I told him, I said, it's not nice to say that to her. I said, she's a little girl. She has a little crush on you. He was like, but Grandma, she really, really smells. I said, yeah, but that. So I did have a talk with him too. I said, you just don't do that. I said, that's not nice. He was like, yeah, but I don't want her to. He kept telling me, I don't want her touching me. I said, Jesus Christ, Chris. And she was a cute little girl. She just, her mother or whoever it was, didn't make sure she, maybe they were used to it. I don't know. In school, we used to poke fun at the kids whose parents always came running to the school. Then I became one of those parents. Hi, Pam LaBar. But no, and Brian would just sit there and go, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. But instead of saying, you know, why don't you have a talk with the parents? And that's what I told her. And I told her, I said, if they can afford soap and water, I said, shit, she can come here and take a bath. I don't care. Exactly. That little girl was smelling. And he said none of the kids wanted, but I felt bad for the little girl because it's not her fault. It's the mother or the grandmother, whoever's fault, whoever she was living with. They're not making sure that this little girl didn't go to school with an odor. Girl, yes, Chris had an argument. That's why I always said he should have been an attorney. He had an argument for everything. I said, but you don't talk to kids like that. He goes, it's not just me. I said, I don't care about the other kids. I'm talking to you right now. So then I got his dad on the phone and he had to talk with him. And, you know, and so I actually took him to the store. I got him a little thing so he can bring to school to give to the little girl. And he was like, do I? I said, yes, just, you know, a peace offering. So I took him to get her something. And while I was in the store, I almost went to Bed Bath & Beyond, but I didn't want to do that. But anyway, I'm telling you, kids are cruel. But let's listen to the Pimp Chronicles, okay? Let's listen to the Pimp Chronicles. This is something else right here. He was a real pimp. The
victim's testimony here was heartbreaking. She said that to this day, she lives in fear.
You know what, damn it, Mandy? People get used to that smell. They don't smell it. You know, like when you go to the store, I know I used to go to the store in Houston with a bunch of, I guess it's Pakistanis, and they were really, really dark, but they had a strong odor. But you get used to it. But when you have new people, they smell it. You know what I mean?
Winston Burke. Prosecutors say he was not just a pimp. He was vicious and violent towards the girls, taunting them, making them fight with each other, and in one case, posting on Instagram asking which gun he should use on a girl who tried to get away.
Just go straight backwards, you get.
This was the moment Winston Burke's sex trafficking empire came to an end.
Why you need though? I've explained to you.
Federal prosecutors said Burt moved women from different states, forcing them into sex work on Aurora Avenue in Seattle.
These particular victims were forced to earn $2,000 a night. The defendant would not.
You had to earn $2,000 a night, or you couldn't bring your ass home. Bring me my money, bitch. You better have my money.
Let them come home until they had earned that amount of money.
Kate Krishman prosecuted Burt's case.
These traffickers are able to recruit victims by portraying their luxurious life on Instagram, on social media. They show their jewelry, they show their cars, they show where they're traveling, and they tell their potential victims, this is something that we can have this life together. And then, of course, once they lure them into the web, then they pull the rug out under them.
One victim spoke at Burt's sentencing, recounting the horrors she faced, including when she tried to escape Burt's control and other girls beat her into submission. She fled, running into traffic on Aurora Avenue, where an Uber driver picked her up. Burt started shooting at the Uber, but the Uber driver was armed and shot back. They had a rolling shootout, and the Uber driver got the girl to safety.
I'm just running for my life. And he started opening fire at me.
Mr. Burt used extreme levels of violence to help control and to force the women to do exactly what he wanted.
The FBI says Burt funded a lavish lifestyle off the forced sex work of his victims.
Mr. Burt was driving a Mercedes GLE. He had almost $80,000 worth of jewelry on his person, including an Audemars Piguet diamond-encrusted watch.
Just report this contract.
Yep, let's go.
He pimping.
Bert's defense attorney said in court that he had a terrible upbringing, and that's what led him into a life of bad decisions and crime. The sentence here in federal court, 15 years in prison, followed by 15 years of supervised release. That'll put him into his 60s with this case still attached to him. Today, the prosecutor said that he could have faced up to life in prison, but they felt like this was a good deal and it spared the victim from having to go through a trial. Reporting live from the federal courthouse in Seattle, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.
So he was just sentenced. It's hard. We understand it's hard out there for a pimp. We get it. But he had a diamond encrusted watch. What did his girls have? So here's his arrest.
Robert's a female driver. Anybody else in the car? Hey, is there anybody else in the car? Say it again.
Hey, just keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, open all the windows, please. Driver, shut the car off.
Look at his Mercedes, guys.
You have the keys? Okay, take the keys out. Show them to me, please.
So he was arrested in 2022. He was just sentenced
perfect.
about
Can you set the keys
last month.
on the roof? Thank you. Okay, driver, go and exit the vehicle, please. Everybody else stay there.
What does the passenger look like?
Look at all these cops.
Okay, you next. Hop out. Keep your hands where you can see them.
Got his girls in the car.
Hey, how many more in the car?
2 more.
2 more. Thank you. Hey, passenger, front passenger. Go and step out of the car, please. Front passenger, step out.
Keep your hands up, boss.
There you go. Got his girls driving.
Just come straight backwards. You good?
It's hard out here for
I'll take over commands. Walk
Yeah,
straight back towards me. Keep walking back. Back towards me. Back towards me. Keep walking back.
We don't
Keep
have
walking
no
back. Keep
ass,
walking
no
back.
nothing.
Stop. You have any weapons on you? I got it.
Hey, passenger, come here. Come step out.
Your girl. Hi, Wind Whispers.
Yep, you're good. You're good. You're good. Come on back.
It's the pimp updates, Wind Whispers.
Yep, let's go.
This is a well-known Seattle
phone,
pimp
please?
who was very abusive to his girls. And this is his body cam of his arrest, who just got sentenced to 15 and 15, and then he has other charges. Nice Mercedes
This vehicle was
SLE.
involved in a shooting yesterday, okay? Huh? This vehicle was involved in a shooting. We believe it was involved in a shooting, okay? You're only being detained right now. Suspicion of assault, okay? That's what's happening.
Yep. He's been arrested for the shooting at the Uber driver that rescued the girl that ran into the street, that was trying to get away from it.
Your rights, okay? I already told you why you're being detained. You're being detained only, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you for any questioning if you wish.
Is Aesop's here?
If you're under arrest, you have the right to counsel. If you're
Hi,
unable to pay for
Aesop.
counsel, you're
Good
entitled to have one
morning.
provided without charge. Do you understand each of these rights that I have read to you? Yes, sir. Okay. Having
Yes,
these
sir.
rights in mind, you're willing to talk.
My hoe was getting out of line, so I was trying to keep
At
her
this
in
point, we
check.
just need to identify you. So, name, address, date of birth, phone number. Are you willing to give that to that officer?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So why did they arrest me?
So the suspect in our investigation is unfortunately a male. Obviously, none of the females need to be in handcuffs right now. Okay, so the possible driver or suspect associated with that vehicle, we believe was involved in a shooting. If it's not you, if it wasn't you,
It was
you got
him.
nothing to worry about. Okay, just want you to be
Mudsy.
just want to be really clear right
Hi,
there.
sweetie.
If you didn't do anything wrong, you got nothing to worry about. Okay.
It was him.
Is there anything out of Washington? No. California?
I'm gonna see.
Look at the chain, girl. Check out the chain around the
I'm gonna
neck.
take this off just to make sure that.
Diamond encrusted. What?
Okay.
You've been distressed.
You're willing to leave it on? Okay. Yeah, it's just a safety issue. I don't want you to get hurt. You don't have
You've
anything in
been
your arms.
distressed.
Why did they?
He didn't look like that in court, huh?
Yeah, let me take a look at him. Go ahead, I'll take a quick look.
Oh, they're too tight.
Here, hold on,
But
hold
you
on,
abuse
I got you.
women. Bitch, you a pussy. You abuse women.
They said it was a male. They said it was a male.
You pimping out girls.
Hey, I know very little on this, okay? But the vehicle in question was involved in a very, very
Look at
serious
that diamond
crime.
encrusted
How's
watch,
that? Is
guys.
that
Look at the
better?
watch
You
on
got
his
finger
wrist.
Right there, finger right there.
She's telling me like I wasn't even in
It was him.
Hey, like I said, man, if you didn't do anything wrong, you got absolutely nothing to worry about, okay? So just...
Got the pimp ring on.
I'm not saying you were driving.
Backhand slap a bitch and leave a mark in the face.
If I'm not the guy that was even in the car, I just got picked
I didn't do
up.
it, man.
Then you got nothing to worry
You
about.
got nothing to worry
Unfortunately,
about.
This vehicle is a very, very serious problem vehicle, okay? Go ahead and turn around if you want. You are only being detained at this point. We are determining whether or not you're going to be arrested. That's where we're at.
Oh, they have to fix his jacket on.
I've explained to you, okay, last night. Hold on.
You know what? I don't think he had a real job, though. So he can't be a tower
Somebody in
dog,
that
but he
vehicle
might
we
know
believe was
GW.
and caused a very, very
No,
serious
he's in
crime,
Seattle.
okay? And it wasn't a female.
Damn Mustang Mike, the cuffs
all right, that's
on
where
his
we're at.
tight.
Wouldn't y'all have a description or something of
Oh,
the
yeah,
male?
the
My
car.
sergeant right now is working on and speaking with the follow-on units, the ones conducting the investigation.
Right.
They're going
Trying to
determine
act
whether or
all
not you are the
innocent.
person that we are looking for. If you are not the person that we're looking for, you're going to be released. You understand?
He's the person.
Hey, that's where we're at, man. That's all I've got, dude. I'm a beat cop, all right? The investigators that do a lot better than I do, they're the ones making the decision,
Exactly.
okay?
They gotta earn $2,000 a night. Girl, how much are you charging? $2,000 a night on the streets?
Yeah, I know it's tight, but it's only like a 2-minute drive, all right? So can you rotate it?
$2,000 or you can't come home.
How tall are you? 6'2". Oh, that's not too
So
good for
that's
a
his
sound.
arrest.
So we'll get you to the precinct and get you out of this car as quick as we can.
So that's our Pimp Chronicles, guys. That's the Pimp Chronicles. I love seeing stories about pimps. It wasn't me. Nope. It was. Oh, Savage. Did you hear Big U was probably responsible for Nipsey Hussle's murder? Yeah, he's shitting. He's serving all that time. But we have another story of the woman that went to visit her husband in prison. And okay, let me just say this. You met this guy on a prison pen pal, whatever it was. He was already in jail for killing 4 men. 4 men. And you marry him. Hold on. Hold on a second. I had to respond to this. Okay, so anyway, you married this guy. He's in prison for committing 4 murders. 4. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. And then as I was watching Karen Huger again, I started watching The Real Housewives of Potomac again. They were saying that Karen had 2 DUIs. No, bitch, she had 4. 4, not 2. You didn't know but the other ones. But she had 4. 4 life sentences, yes. So let's look at this.
Questions about a killer, a man sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole, but allowed to have unsupervised family visits. And one of those visits, his wife ends up dead.
Your reporter Madison Keevy has the woman's family's plea to the prison make changes and give them answers.
Love her grandchildren more than anything. And that's what hurts the most, is because we got some that's about 3 years old. They don't know, what's going on. It's hard to explain that to them.
Stephanie Brinson wore many hats. grandmother, mom, a volunteer who gave back to her community.
It really hurt. She was a very loving person to a fault. You know, she didn't care what your past was. She saw the good in everybody.
Stephanie died.
She saw the good in a man that killed 4 men in a robbery. She saw the good in a man that killed 4 men in a robbery. Stephanie, may you rest in peace.
During an overnight family visit at Mule Creek State Prison. She was there visiting her husband, David Brinson, sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole for killing 4 men in a Los Angeles robbery in 1994.
She liked this guy and she trusted him. And, you know, unfortunately, it was her demise.
According to the Amador County Sheriff's and CDCR, at some point in the middle of the night during their November visit, Brinson called the prison staff to say Stephanie passed out. 2 weeks later, her family was told something seemed suspicious about the case.
He strangled her.
Kind of suspected it was something weird going on because she was healthy.
Her children's fears realized. The Amador County coroner ruled it a homicide. Stephanie was strangled.
It's a very frustrating role because we know it was just him and her in the room, nobody else. No supervision, no phones. They take her phone, they take all her belongings. So what hope does she have to, you know, her
life, no parole. He had conjugal visits, and they said it's based on their prison behavior, not their past behavior. I don't know, Christoph. I don't know. But maybe, I don't know. I have no idea, because it couldn't be me. I don't know.
life is in his hands at that point.
Her children want answers. Why an inmate with a violent history was allowed to have unsupervised visits at all? We took those questions to CDCR. They say protocol is that visits are determined by conduct while incarcerated, not convictions.
Yep.
Unless an inmate has suspended privileges due to disciplinary actions, are on death row, or are convicted for sex offenses.
We just want answers. What could be done, not even just for the sake of my mom, but for the future, for somebody else's mom, somebody else's wife.
Trying to make a change. There are no charges for Stephanie's death, and Brinson has not been named as a suspect. He has been moved, however, to a facility in Stockton.
But here's the thing. There are no charges for her death, but we know it was just the two of them in the room. Just the two of them in the room. And before I show you some of the funniest shit on TikTok, I'm going to show you this. We talked about the pastor.
First at 5 on your news leader.
And you remember
the shooting.
It was self-defense. They finally released the video that the lady took. He was coming towards her aggressively. He was already in his car. He was leaving. And this is what happened. Stop it. Stop it.
It's an important part of the story.
Let's go
First at 5 on your news leader, the shooting death of a beloved pastor and prominent leader in Memphis left plenty of people stunned, many asking, why would anyone kill Pastor Ricky Floyd? Well, tonight, only on News Channel 3, video showing a portion of what happened the night Pastor Floyd.
This is the pastor who did a lot for the community and for the youth. Did we see the look on his face coming towards that little woman? Did we see that? Let's look at it again.
Ricky Floyd. Well, tonight, only on News Channel 3, video showing a portion of what happened the night Pastor Floyd was shot to death. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. WREG has viewed the video provided to us by the attorneys of the woman charged with shooting Floyd. We have carefully considered the weight of what's shown and the sensitivity to all involved in this tragedy. But we also believe it's an important part of the story and one you deserve to see. Here's WREG investigator April Thompson.
Plenty of speculation surrounding the.
I say self-defense. Now, what I'm wondering is so this is in Michigan. What I'm wondering is if she had permission to carry, because, our permit to carry. I'm saying self-defense by what I saw. because they showed a little bit of it and the lady was talking about it and how he knocked her phone out of her hand. He had gotten in his car to leave. They yelled at him and told him to, what was it? To back up or something, they said to him. And he got out the car and he charged at that female. Now, he had just left the bar. So I'm going to assume that he consumed a few drinks because pastors do drink. But again, the look on his face was everything I needed to see.
The shooting of Pastor Ricky Floyd outside Mama's Bar and Kitchen March 12th. Phone video captured what appears to be some of the final moments of Pastor Floyd's life. It shows the Tahoe truck he is in putting on brakes, Pastor Floyd getting out, walking toward the person shooting the video as they yell to back up.
I'm backing back 3 times now. When I do that, you know.
He's telling him to back up. Look at him.
Back up.
Then the video drops out. WREG sat down with the attorneys for Samantha Marion, charged with shooting Pastor Floyd to death. They say the video speaks for itself.
The video does not capture the gunfire that would have taken place probably maybe 3 or 4 seconds later, but it clearly shows him approaching her aggressively.
Hopefully they drop these charges because this is self-defense. This is self-defense.
After being told several times to stop and that he should not be, walking up on her like that.
Keith Perry says his client, Samantha Marion, was behind the camera shooting the video. And it came after Marion and a man she had met that night got into a heated religion discussion with Pastor Floyd inside the bar. Perry says when everyone was leaving, Pastor Floyd walked toward Marion and the man got between them.
He stands in front of Reverend Floyd. He's knocked to the ground by Reverend Floyd, and when he does, the back of his head hits the pavement and he becomes a little stunned or dazed. Reverend Floyd then takes the telephone of Miss Marion and he throws it to the ground and he hurled a couple of insults or what have you, and then starts to walk off.
That's when he says Samantha Marion picks up her phone and starts videoing the license plate of the truck,
that's what she
since she had never met Floyd before.
That's what she was doing. You can see she's aiming at his truck. He doesn't like that. The guy that stepped in front of him, he fell or was pushed, more than likely pushed, hit his head. This woman is left defenseless. She's trying to get his license plate. He doesn't want that because she's going to report him. Yeah, over religion. And now you've been carried and buried over religion.
That's where the video picks up.
Whatever triggered him, he was upset with Mrs. Marion. He fought through 2 individuals to get to her, and watching him storm from the vehicle and approach her, it was clear that his intentions was definitely not to give her a hug and say, hey, let's work this out. But he had aggression in his heart and in his mind.
WREG acknowledges that this is only one piece of video from that night, and it does not include what police have described as Pastor Floyd holding his hands up and walking backwards away from Marion before falling to the ground. Out of respect for Pastor Floyd's family, WREG reached out to a family spokesperson and
respect for his family. I want to see the video because everything knocked out of her hand when she's videotaping him. So did he, when she pulled the gun, did he back up with his hands up? You should have never approached this woman. You went through 2 people to get at her. You put yourself in harm's way. I think she hit him twice. Or was it she shot 4 times? 2 or 4? No, he didn't have a weapon. How many shots was it though? No, he didn't have a weapon. The woman did.
Shared the video. It was their first time seeing it.
At this difficult time, we're just totally focused on prayer and maintaining our faith in the justice system. We trust that it will fulfill its purpose and provide us the answers.
The answer
and the
is he put himself in harm's way. You don't argue. I always say, religion, politics. We don't do that. We can have a discussion, but it got heated and he threw her phone. This is crazy. And then got out of his car because she was recording his tags. And he was coming at her aggressively.
accountability.
That's a big man.
That is essential right now.
But Marion's attorneys believe the video shows their client was defending herself, and that should have been taken into consideration when she was in jail 7 days and given a $100,000 bond.
You're witnessing a person that has just been assaulted and is getting a tag number and trying to do what they're supposed to do, and you're witnessing a person who, despite the great 58 years that he has lived, and we're not asking anybody in the public to measure him by that last 30 minutes of his life or what have you, but for that last 30 minutes was angry.
For your news leader in Memphis, April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.
All right, a part of the evidence in this case, and another prosecutor has been called in to handle this case because of DA Steve Moroy's relationship with Pastor Floyd. The two served on a number of committees and boards together. But Marion's attorneys believe the case has become political, saying lower bail has been given to people charged with bigger crimes than what they say is a case of self-defense.
It is self-defense. That's all I see. I see self-defense. Did I miss anything? They got into an argument inside the bar and grill, or inside the kitchen grill, whatever it's called. They got into an argument. They were leaving. She wants to get his tag numbers because he assaulted her, and she wants to report it. He should have kept going. Yeah, that's true too. Yep, that's true too. But in this instance, he should have kept going. Why get out? Well, in Texas, you can too now. In Louisiana, is open carry. But this is Ohio, I think. It was Michigan. I think it was Michigan. I don't know if they're open carry or not. I don't know if they're open carry. No, I'm sorry. It was Memphis, not Michigan. Memphis. I don't know if they're open carry or not. I don't know. Yeah, it's Memphis. I keep saying Michigan. It's Memphis. I don't know if they're open carry or not there. I really don't. I guess I should check, huh? I guess I should check. Oh my God, this guy looks, hold on. I'm not going to be funny, okay? Hold on. I just want to show you this picture, and then I'm going to show you some funny shit on TikTok. Hold on. Now, this guy was just arrested, 18 years old. He's 18. Do you believe he's 18? Oh, Memphis is open carry. He's 18 years old. He's been charged with multiple robberies in businesses in Montgomery. He is 18. 18 years old. Get the hell out of here. Okay, so I told you guys about Lisa and all this stuff about her dad. This bitch actually put out an obituary on her father. But Kim Rea released the text messages between her and Lisa. Well, I know it's in Tennessee, but I kept saying Michigan. I know Memphis is in Tennessee, but I kept saying Michigan. I meant to say Memphis. Oh my God, you read? Damn it, Mandy. So she actually did this shit. I was like, are you serious? Hold on. Hold on. He don't look no 13. This is my favorite. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? I just had her dad's obituary here. It's gone. I guess they took it down. But this is Detroit Mike. Detroit Nike, who I told you guys was homeless.
You can't read your supporters.
So
and that's how
he got an apartment, okay? Now he wants everybody to pay for his apartment. And the way he talks to these people that are supporting him is disgusting.
Like when you are on live with the rest of your girls, that's gonna make everybody feel like you're gonna come at them that way.
That's because they're not supporters.
But no, they are supporters, but they don't want to be disrespected when they spend their own money.
So leave the live.
This is their own money.
So they're broke, obviously, because no money's coming in.
So they're broke, but they're helping you pay your bills. They help you stay in a hotel for months. And now you're saying they're broke because no one wants to pay for your ass to lay in an apartment, don't have a job, not trying to get a job, but you're begging every month for your rent money. But they're broke because they don't want to give it to you.
Obviously, the money is not money because these bitches are broke.
Sister, the money is money, and they don't want to give us the money because they don't trust us yet.
I don't care.
The girls will give. They will give us the money once they have a certified bond with us. Because I feel like a lot of my supporters that I do my big one with, I would say a lot of my girls that support me and do their big one, they help me win what I do. They only support me because they've been watching me for like 2-3 months.
So it was that one.
And after that,
but then he goes here. Can y'all help? Can y'all help?
Somebody help me out. Can somebody find it in their hearts? Can somebody find it in their hearts? Ma, can you help? Can somebody find it in their hearts? Anybody? Can somebody help? Can somebody help out? Anybody?
Anybody?
Can somebody help? Can anybody? No, for real, find it in your heart.
I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't with him. I really, really can't with him. I can't. I can't with him. I can't. I can't with him. He is... I just can't. I can't with him. I can't. And I was trying to find Thaddy. But that was him. Now, this young girl is missing. She's out of Tacoma. She's missing.
Hey, TikTok, what's going on? So I am making this video because my 14-year-old daughter is missing.
14 years old, guys.
Out of Tacoma, Washington. She is 14 years old. She is about 5'5", 5'6", 140 pounds. Beautiful brown melanin skin. And she usually wears her hair brushed back in a ponytail that sits back here in the back of her head. When I got up this morning, I realized that she was not in the living room. And so I asked my son if he's seen her, and he said, well, maybe she's in the room, because usually she'll sleep in the room with me and my youngest daughter. So I thought maybe she went in the room after I got up and went to the bathroom. Searched the whole house. She's nowhere to be found. The only thing that's really missing are like her shoes, a specific pair of shoes that she wears. She has on a pair of all black Nikes.
I'm going to drop her link so you guys can follow her if you have a TikTok account to get updates on her daughter.
I don't know what kind they but they're old. They're pretty beat up. Honestly, I don't know what she was wearing because, like I said, when I woke up, she was gone. So I don't know if she still had on her pajamas or if she had on
14.
I don't know if she had on her pajamas or if she changed her clothes. But the last thing that I seen her wearing before I closed my eyes, she had on some black leggings that had kind of like grayish color in them. She had on a black sweater that had like a Nike sign, it said Nike, and then it had a check sign. And she had her hair brushed back in her signature ponytail that she wears.
Baby, you don't have no edges,
I've already called the police. I've made a report. They're trying to label her as a runaway, and she is not. I found out some information that she may have met someone online.
So she's a runaway. She's a runaway, sweetie. And I was just reading about the runaways. She's a runaway. She met somebody online that lured her out.
I don't know where she is.
Runaways are between the ages of 12 and 17.
I don't know where she is. I don't know who she's with. I don't know if she's okay. I don't care why she left or where she went. I just want her home. I just want her home. I don't know where she is. She has no friends, and she's been doing online schooling for the past couple of months.
Yep,
so
she's
it's not
calm.
like she has any friends that I could say that she hangs out with at school or anything. I've tried to get it into her TikTok account. I can't do that.
And what I
I've
find
messaged
weird
her
is
on
her
TikTok
comments
and it
were turned
says,
off.
Not sent. You know, it's crazy because you see stuff like this on TV. You know, we watch numerous episodes of, Law and Order and Forensic Files and, different little things. And you think you're doing everything by protecting your children. I just want my baby girl home, y'all. Her name is Symphony Jones. She's about 5'5", 5'6", 140 pounds, black hair. She wears a curly ponytail brushed to the back of her head. And I'm not sure what she had on when she left.
No, my question is, why are you doing this outside with all the noise? Why aren't you in your home making this video? Why are you outside? That's the first thing I thought about. Why is she outside making the video instead of being in her home?
But I know that she has her all black Nikes with the white sole, and the check sign is white as well. We're located in Tacoma, Washington, specifically in University Place. You guys help me find my baby, please. Please help me find my baby. If you see her post anything, if you live here in
how can they contact you if your comments are off?
And you happen to see her or hear any information, call me, message me on TikTok, whatever you gotta do. Spread the word, guys.
So why are you putting your Cash App up? But that's what I saw when I saw that one. I'm like, okay, why is your Cash App up? For what reason? And why? But I was talking about Detroit Nike. But this is my favorite Lisa. Hold on.
Lisa Richard, 41. Stacy Hartman, 592 is PayPal. No, I don't want tacos. I want anything to fucking eat. Anything. And I wanted a pack of cigarettes. But no, let's just fucking fuck around
No
with me,
picture.
right? I don't care. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck anymore about these fucking people. None of them. None of them. Fuck all of you. Walk out in the fucking cold and the sleet. I'm still hungry.
This guy is doing Lisa.
These motherfuckers don't send
Not
shit.
a voice crack, nothing.
None of them. Fucking bitches. And oh boy, do I got some recordings for you guys to hear. Woo-hoo. Just wait. Just wait. Just fucking wait. It has nothing to do with Kim giving me money. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I didn't even ask that fucking bitch for it.
He mimics her really well.
Just so we're clear. 190 fucking 4. Fucking thanks. 194 bitches. Nobody sends nothing. The Cash App is Lisa Richard. What is it? 41? 91? I don't fucking know. And the PayPal Stacy Hartman 592. It's in the bio. STACY. Maybe my dad will drive me to get something. You're writing. You sent me 40 on what Cash App? What Cash App? You're emailing that to me. You didn't send me 40 anywhere. Stop lying to me. I'm fucking playing games with me, man.
Oh, God.
Motherfuckers, bro. Fucking people. Fucking suck, dude.
This
Fuck
is
all of you. I swear to
am
God.
Doug. He is funny as
It's Lisa
hell.
Richard 41 is the fucking Cash App. Lisa Richard 41 Cash App. Stacy Hartman 592 is the fucking PayPal. Fucking
I was following Doug.
Fucking walk all the way home. 20-minute walk back home. I cannot wait. Hold on, then text me. Give me 1 fucking second.
He does. Oh, so
Lisa?
here's the thing about Big U.
A lot of serious
So Big
charges
U
right now.
is actually, they're looking
So,
at him, and that's about Casey Anthony. But
Lisa?
that's I Am Doug. And
A lot of people think
he is funny as
Lisa
shit.
Richard 41.
So
Stacy Hartman 592 is PayPal.
those are my favorites. I save
No,
them
I
in
don't
my
want
favorites.
tacos. I want anything to fucking eat.
I save them
Anything.
in
And
my
I wanted a pack of
favorites.
cigarettes. But
Hold
no,
on,
let's just
here's
fucking
another
fuck
one he
around with
did.
me, right? I don't care. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck anymore.
That's I Am Doug. Okay. He's funny as shit. Okay. Hold on. Let me show you this one and then I'm gonna go. He has Lisa, but he's got that animated wig on his head and he cracks me the fuck up every time I see him. And I do follow him on my phone. So why didn't I have him on my thing? Here's one.
Really, everything. I need somebody to please, Kim H. Please. I need somebody to Apple Pay $30 to a certain number. I've already given it to Kim Ray. I'm giving it to Kim H. I'm giving it, please. Please send it, please. He's going to work, please. Please, 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 please.
He's going to work. She needs to give him crack.
Please. Please. It's fine.
It's a guy.
Also help, please, please, please. I need $40 more to get my stuff and change this stuff, please.
She said 30 at first. Now she needs 40. This is when she was kicked out of the apartment. And this is the night that her dad went to get her. And she went, as he said, she went to the N's house. You know, her dad uses the N word quite frequently as well. But Thaddy is dead. And I think they may have pulled down that video because she did a whole fucking obituary for Thaddy.
Please.
And the misspellings were horrible. Lowercase.
The worst, please. Hey, Kim H, don't help. You don't help unless I fucking don't want to do this. Please, please. No, she still hasn't said anything. Please, this is so time sensitive. You guys don't
It's
even
time
know how
sensitive. Her drug
sensitive
dealing
it
is
is.
going to work, guys.
Please. Oh, really?
So that's Doug. And this is the way Doug looks. This is Doug.
So Nick Harris is on the search for a new girlfriend.
So
or a
that's
boo,
Doug.
or whatever.
But he does Lisa. He's funny. Especially when he puts this wig on. Okay. So I like Doug. She don't want tacos. But those are the people that I follow on TikTok that make me laugh. Yeah, she requested to plant a tree, but it's gone now. I had it this morning, and I guess because they recorded it, so maybe she reported it and had it taken down. Yep, that is Lisa Richard. She killed off Fatty again. This makes the third or the fourth time. And she was sending out messages. She and Kim Rhea got into it. Kim Rhea, I want to know who gave her 300 too. I want to know as well. But notice she said Miss Annabelle. Yes, he's doing that woman that was begging. Yep. Yeah, TikTok. I'm sorry. It's on the TikToks. But I saved that shit. And now I'm pissed because they did a whole thing for her dad. And I was like, girl, you are sick. So they must have taken the video down because it's out of my favorites. It's out of my favorites. So they took it down. But this is crazy. It is really, really sick. I only serve certain things to my favorites. And that one, I said, oh, I'm saving this one. She did an obituary. And there is a place you go online and you can do free obituaries. But the first one she did, it had the VFW Hall, which was in all lowercase. And he loved driving. I was like, are you kidding me? He loves driving in Uber. Yeah, so the puppet is the one that Lexi does. M. Blanc, you did. Well, thank you for sticking around. But there's this lady on TikTok. Her name is Lexi. And hold on a second. Let me show you Lexi real quick. She does Lisa with the puppet. And that shit is too funny. Is it Lexi? Is it Lexy? Videos. Let me see. She does the puppets with Lisa. Or is it Lix? I can't remember, but I don't know why I didn't save her in my favorites. But she does the puppets of Lisa. And that shit is funny as hell. And Lisa is offended by it because she says that people are making fun of her. Oh, there's E11. Oh, he got a new video. Okay. But I need to, when I find it, I would definitely share it with you guys. But her name is Lexi and she does, oh, here it is. Hold on. I found it. But I need to turn the sound off. Damn, how do I turn the sound off? Hold on. Here's the fake obituary. So somebody else has it up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me share this with you. Here's the fake obituary. She did a fake obituary with her dad, Jace. That's the fake obituary. They wanted you to plant a tree. Plant a tree. Somebody actually planted a tree. Okay? Someone actually planted a tree. So this is the one that I reposted. Not at all. But that's the fake obituary she did. And then here is the one. Oh God.
Fucking
God. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here's the text messages between she and Kim Rhea. And Kim put those out. This woman is sick. Lisa is sick, okay? Everybody that keeps giving her money, she's lying, okay? So she's telling her that you never sent me a message. This is from Kim Rhea. These are the messages between her and Lisa. She lied about her dad. She said, my dad died last night. He had a stroke. I can't tell anybody. I can't get any help with anything. I'm going to have to get food for me and my mom tonight and stuff at least. And I'm going online. They don't help. What a time, huh? What a week. What a fucking week. What a fucking week. Kim tells her, you never sent me a message. She says, here's the thing. Your dad died. She said, please don't tell anybody, nobody. I don't want anybody to know until they look it up online, which we'll all know they will. Kim says, are you playing with me? Now, Kim said in Discord that she didn't know Lisa didn't want her to share it. It says it's right here. Please don't tell anybody. Please don't tell anybody. So then she says, I wish I was. I really wish I was. I was telling you yesterday, remember that he wasn't doing too good and stuff. Yeah, I don't know how you have a stroke in a hospital. You don't survive. But I guess AC Steaks and Styles of whatever the hell that is. So Kim posted. The truth comes out. Let me stop the sound. That's that one. But yeah, she's just lying. Her dad didn't die. It's on Front of the Reapers page as well. If you guys are on TikTok, you can go look. She calls Kim a CUNT because Kim didn't send her any money because she needs the other stuff, as she puts it in the text. Now she's saying that Kim Rhea made all of this up, but we see the messages that you are sending to Kim. But Kim made all of this up, and she says Kim doesn't want anybody to know she was still sending her money for crack. Lisa, we're not stupid. We know when you don't come on live that you manipulate and play on Kim's feelings and sympathy because she doesn't want you to get sick from not having your junk. Okay? We know somebody is giving you money. We all know it's Kim, or if not Kim, we thinking it's Mandy, but Kim is the only one that I know that still plays these little fucking games with you. And then every once in a while, you'll get a new person that feels bad for you and send you money. And then you're cracked up. Last night, she put out this post about everybody go to her YouTube at midnight because she's putting out shit. Girl, nobody cares. We know you are a liar. Why you keep killing Fatty off? Why? Why aren't you killing off your mother? Why you keep killing Fatty off? Fatty is your stepdad. Is that why? Someone did pay to plant a tree. Seriously. She's sick. She has killed off, and everybody knows, she's killed off her imaginary daughter, Annabelle. She was killed in Baltimore. Still haven't found them yet. She done killed off, she damn near killed off her son with stage 4 brain cancer. And he had chemo and surgeries. And, she doesn't know what to do because she just thinks she wants to let him go. Girl, you done killed off Fatty. You done killed off Daddy 3 or 4 times. Daddy has 9 fucking lives. 9 lives. She hasn't been back online. She came online and then she came right offline because people were in those comments going at her. Lisa's a liar. A liar. And the stuff that she has done to those kids. I found a video yesterday where she was talking, where Chase was talking to her. And he's telling her to get offline. Get offline. Hold on. I think this is the one I want to show you. Hold on. Okay, hold on. This is the one where she says her daughter died. I am so serious. If you guys, this woman is sick in the head and she doesn't stop, and people keep letting her get away with it.
Said anything wrong. The person underneath you had said because she did it with like the faces with the rolling eyes. So that's why I said that it wasn't you at all, ma'am. And my daughter, she got murdered in Baltimore.
You
She
hear
was
this
in
shit?
Baltimore. She shouldn't have been there.
Her daughter got murdered in
Demanding more money
Baltimore.
for after watching Shadow and Lisa's lives in a
Then
disheveled
this
state for
one,
Going to. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I have
his name during her live streams to receive Lisa with severe legal consequences named during her live streams.
she is sick.
Here, I'll show the dates, cunt. Here you go. This is the date of the email.
She's lying about that one. That's what I try to get all of her.
Hello, YouTube. You are
This is Lady
listening
Red.
to WT people that YouTube people
Can't get it. I have a question out of everything. Why lie about your child
She's lying about her child Chase right here.
having cancer? Why that? Because I'm a moron. That's why. Because honestly, because I thought that kids hit a soft.
That's why she does it. Because kids hit a soft spot with people and they're more likely to donate. So anyway, that's it for me this morning. I'm trying to someone planted a tree. Seriously. Yep, Daddy be at the car auctions. He's at the VFW hall. They don't feed her. She's 40 years old. It's not their responsibility, but you come online and you beg strangers for money. And you don't like the fact that they're not donating to you. You're like Detroit Nike, who thinks that people owe you something. He's up there calling people broke. But you're begging people to pay your rent. You were begging people to keep you in. And I did. I told you guys way back when I saw him. He was out on the street. People were making fun of him because he was gay and all this stuff. I sent him $10. Ever since then, I watched him. Every time he sees me come in a trap. Oh, gee, Lady Red, can you please help? Can you please send something? Fuck no. No. Then you've got Nick that's on TikTok now. And he's a registered sex offender. A registered sex offender. You have forgot what's her name? Casey Anthony that are suing. She's suing people now on TikTok because their opinion is, and they've stated it, that she killed her daughter. That's their opinion. She's got one guy she's taking to court on April 7th. Another lady she's suing, and she pulled her record, which she has no. Casey Anthony is crazy. Then the boyfriend is on TikTok saying that he broke up with her because it was bad for his coffee shop business. TikTok is on fire. YouTube is on fire. We have Funky Dineva on TikTok saying what he wants to do to Michelle Atleen. They've been going at it now for what, 3 years? 3 years. This shit is crazy. Crazy. You're saying all of this on a live stream. On a live stream. Damn it, Mandy, you said, what really? Are you talking about the sex offender? Yeah, he's a registered sex offender. Registered. I recorded him yesterday. He's registered. They've proven he's a sex offender. Who, Casey Anthony? No. Where is she at? In Arizona? Why am I thinking she's in Arizona? I know she's not in Washington State. Why am I thinking she's in Arizona for some reason? I was looking. The boyfriend said that he broke up with her. He had his daughter on the screen with him, saying he broke up with Casey Anthony because, oh, I found it. Saying he broke up with her because it was hurting his coffee business. Now, this is the guy that Casey Anthony is suing. Hold on a second. I have it. This is the guy that Casey Anthony, she's suing him, and she's suing this other lady. And I had it under my repost. Hold on. This is the guy that Casey is suing.
So, as everybody knows, my first court date with Casey Anthony is April the 7th. That lands on a Monday, guys. I woke up to a voicemail from her lawyer today asking if I don't show up, they'll drop everything. I said, no, I'll be there. Because you guys are suing me, so let's hold everybody accountable. So they must understand that this ain't going to stick. But Casey Anthony, I'll see you April 7th.
Suing him. He said she killed her daughter. Then we have Suge Knight that accused Ray J of killing Whitney Houston. So these are all the reposts I've done. But there's the fake obituary. See, one person has planted a tree. One person planted a tree. So people started calling the funeral home. Oh, Tennessee. Okay, Tennessee. People started calling the funeral home. They do not have a Ronald Richard there. She tells Kim that it was under Steve Brady because she didn't want everybody to be calling. Why are you burying your dad under somebody else's name? Steve Brady. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? People started calling they were bombarded with phone calls. Because Lisa actually put a real mortuary. I guess she wanted to make it look real. She put the name of a real mortuary there. I'm like, are you shitting me? This is crazy. Oh, I found Lexi. Hold on a second. See, I follow Lexi. I follow her, but I don't know why on my laptop. So let me just show you Lexi real quick, and I'm going to drop. I'm also going to drop her link for anybody that has TikTok so you can follow Lexi. She does this stuff with a puppet about Lisa.
Hey, man. Am I driving okay?
Well, that one's not Lisa. Hold on.
I think we're parked.
Hold on, let me go find one with Lisa. Hold on. Oh, she did the one for Rest in Peace, Fatty. That shit was funny. Let's see.
Now I'm trying to get something to eat, and I'm still getting lied and pushed. And
See the
what's her
slit
name?
she
You
has on
actually
her?
owe me money. So you're not giving me shit, actually. You actually owe me money. So I'd actually like to get that instead of being on here begging these people for fucking help that don't help. Yeah, you can block them. You can block them, yeah.
Yeah, Stephen and Bradley's funeral home.
So, yeah, you owe me money. So I gotta figure out what the fuck I gotta do to get that. See, I shouldn't have to threaten. I shouldn't have to threaten people for help. I shouldn't have to fucking expose people for help.
That's her
I
name.
shouldn't
Her
have to
name
get
is
on my live stream
Lexi.
and call you the fuck out.
And
because
let
you
me
owe me
just
money.
give you
Like,
And
I
yet
shouldn't
you
have to do any
do.
of that
Her
shit.
link.
But since I do have to, because people don't want to act like normal adults, I will do
Well,
that.
she
I
said
don't
people
give a
don't want
fuck.
to act like normal
That's
adults.
it. I'll do it.
Why are
I have
people
to do
giving
certain
you their
things
money?
because
She expects, this is Lexi. She got fired from Winn-Dixie because of the puppets. She said it's because of the puppets she did of Lisa. She says she got fired.
Chuck, shout out to you guys for helping and not hating me just because I've lied in the past.
Look at this. Did you know her dad passed away again last night?
Thank you, Cece. Thank you, Maya. Since there's only 70 of you in here, you may not believe me, but I did go to court today.
No, you didn't.
And I actually ended up passing out.
No, you didn't.
I'm really not sure why.
No, you didn't.
And to be honest, I'm not sure exactly what.
So she passed out, and the judge just kept going on with removing her parental rights. She passed out, had to go to the hospital, and court just kept going. They were like, okay, girl, we'll
I'm not
see you
sure.
later.
I know what the end outcome probably was, but
and you don't know what the end outcome is.
So that is what it is, unfortunately. And I have to look into what I need to do.
You don't need to do anything.
By the time I got out,
you have no parental rights.
It was too late to call my attorney, so I'll find out in the morning and let you guys know.
No parental rights.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Yes, guys. Please, guys, I lost my daddy. I need $38 because I need to Uber to the clinic. I missed it, but yet I was there the day before. The lies. The lies. You need to get TikTok, damn it, Mandy. But then we have Lady Red, so she does it. But TikTok is the shit with all the fights. You got all these people fighting on TikTok. They're jumping in boxes, calling each other names, using the R word. Girl, I love HEB. When I was little in Louisiana, Winn-Dixie was the shit. When I'm in Texas, I had 2 HEBs with 3 and Kroger. I had the flagship, the big stores. I love HEB better than Kroger. Their steaks are off the chain. But that's Lisa on the TikTok. She hasn't been back on. I bought a dress to go to Fatty's services. Still don't know when they're going to be held. But a lot of people, they really wanted to be there. The granddaughter was in Discord last night saying she didn't know Fatty died. No, she was talking about the funeral. She was talking about the funeral. Lisa is sick in the head, and people need to stop giving her money. I'm telling you, I see 2 ways out: jail or a body bag, because she's never going to get clean. No, you're able to get it now, but it might be going down again in April. But it's back on Google Play Store, and it's back on Safari. Well, on Apple. You can get TikTok now. You better get it before it goes down again. But I'm telling you, Lisa is a whole ass mess. She threatened, frauded a Reaper. Frauded her. If she don't take this down, she always wants to go beat people's ass. But okay, Lisa. 85 pounds soaking wet. But okay. You look like Skeletor. And then when I'm in Discord, I see people are using the word Skeletor. I gave that name to her. She's Skeletor. She's Skeletor. Ooh. Girl, I love when they do that. I love the ribeyes, and I used to go to the meat market. I used to go to B&W Meat Market, but then I just started buying all my steaks from HEB. And when I had to take my dad back to Louisiana after they had power and stuff on, we went to HEB. I got a cooler, and my dad loves steaks. I filled up his cooler with all these steaks. He was in there picking. He was like, oh, baby, that one got the marble. Look at that. I said, yes, Daddy. And we're throwing all of this in there for him. His freezer was full. But I love HEB. So we don't have HEB here at all. Safeway and another Kroger flagship store. is what we have. But I like Safeway, and I like what's it called? Rouse's. I love Rouse's too. They're good. They're meat. They're in rehab. Good. Because Maddie just went downhill. Lisa won't go. She didn't do anything she had to do to even try to get her son back. So she's lost 4 kids to the system. 4 kids to the system. 4 kids. She lost Cole Jr. before Cole Sr. died. That case started before Cole Sr. even died of an overdose. So I would think you would want to do better, knowing that your kids have already lost a parent from a drug overdose. She doesn't care. I did. I called her Skeletor. And I did it on TikTok too. I was in somebody's live and I said, "Oh, you guys must be talking about Skeletor." I think it was Outlaws. She goes, "Yep." She goes, "I like that name." I said, "That's Skeletor." When I saw her standing there fussing with her sister, Ronnie, I said, "She looks like Skeletor." Well, Safeway is not expensive here. Well, yeah, I guess so. But anyway, I gave an update on all the stories that I was covering. I just want to make sure I covered everything for the updates. I'm still going to go through and look at, well, I started looking at Stephen Stern's court thing. And every time I start watching it, I get pissed off because he has more rights than the child he murdered. He has more rights than the child he murdered. This is crazy. And then there was it was somebody else that was fine. But anyway, they just, yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to go. Got to do some stuff. You guys have a great day. I don't know if anybody else is going live right now. I just looked. I don't see anybody going live or have a live set. Yes, I think, okay, here's the thing. Daddy said that she couldn't do TikTok in the house. That's what Daddy said. We see Lisa doing TikTok in the house. Daddy said that she can come there, no TikTok. She's doing it. Daddy, Fatty, knows she's killed him off a couple of times. Even when she pretended he was in the hospital, Ronnie had to go to the VFW hall and film her dad at the VFW hall. So Fatty knows exactly what she's doing. They have to move in April, from my understanding. You're telling me that you're going to move and Lisa has no place to go. Good morning, Gwen. I don't believe that for a second. I believe they have every intention of taking Lisa with them. Now, there's a video I was going to show you. It's about Gaza, but then I changed my mind because it's a lot of you can actually hear the bombs and everything. So I wanted to, where is it? I want to drop it in the chat. Now I can't find it. So you guys can go watch it. But just look up on YouTube about Gaza. 23 people were killed this morning in an air raid. It's getting really, really, really bad. Also, the principal the superintendent for the Millsap ISD turned in her resignation yesterday. You know, that's the teachers that were abusing. So she resigned. She resigned her position, and both teachers were arrested. But I'm going to keep following that case. They're saying they're going to a retirement community. Really? But we know they haven't paid rent since they got that notice. So they should have money to move. and just wants nothing to do with any of this. Nothing to do with any of it. Since Ronnie was found to be scamming people, she hasn't showed her face back on TikTok or anywhere. But we know the daddy is alive because he was seen in Giant Eagle yesterday or the day before. So Thaddy is not deceased at all. And she's sick. She needs a fix. People are thinking that Lisa is clean. Lisa hasn't been clean. One thing I do believe that came out of Ronnie's mouth is the fact that anytime Lisa opens her mouth, she's lying. Ronnie says she hasn't heard anything honest from Lisa in 20 years. 20 years. Whole years. But how could they talk retirement community? They're not. I don't think they're going to a retirement community. I don't know where they're going. But if Thaddy doesn't want to put Lisa out and she's homeless, Lisa's not going to go to rehab. She's waiting for them to be put out so she can go to rehab. But yet she keeps telling us she's clean. But she doesn't want to get off the methadone, which she's been on for 19 years. She's been on methadone for 19 years. If you're going to go to rehab, you need to get off the methadone as well. If you're not doing any drugs, Lisa lied to us about going to NA meetings and couldn't even recite the Serenity Prayer. People were sending her money for Ubers. She was lying. Kim Rhea was a part of all of that. But they keep giving this drug addict money. One lady gave her money and said she wanted her to overdose. That's how sick people are. Sick, sick, sick. But anyway, you guys have a great day. I'm going to see if Lisa comes live today. She's been gone for quite some time because she knows people are coming for her. That money she's had that was getting is dried up. She's not getting the shit she used to get. Yes, and the K-pens. You're absolutely right. She lied and said she wasn't taking K-pens. But then she said 2 weeks ago that she took 0.25. She lied and said she had a bus pass. But yet she's asking for money for an Uber. Yep, she's not clean. And they're enabling her. I think Mandy is one of the biggest. She's one. Hi, Patty, baby. I didn't even see you. Hi, baby. Mandy is one of the biggest enablers I know. She can say all she wants. She's not giving Lisa money. She lied and said she didn't have a Cash App. She's had a Cash App since 2017 or something like that. All these people that call themselves awareness pages. No. A Klonopin. It's a Klonopin. Those are the pills that she was giving to her son. She was giving Cole Jr. pills. We heard the call between her and Kim and Cole and how Grandma Kim preferred to give it to him, but Daddy doesn't want to drive it because he doesn't want to get in trouble. We heard all of this, and she keeps spinning it. Keep spinning it. That's why whenever I hear something, and I'll put it on TikTok and I'll tag her ass. I'll tag every one of her pages. I tag every single page she has. I put it on the FYP. This is who you are enabling. Yep, her mom is on them too. I don't think it's nice that they're making fun of her mother's weight. I don't think that's nice at all. I really don't. But Lisa sits there and calls people ugly. She calls them fat. She calls them CUNTs. She calls them all these names, but you're a broke ass bitch on TikTok begging people to give you money with your nasty, dirty ass. Her hygiene, I smell her through my phone screen. That's how bad it is. Anytime your dad says you can come there, but you can't take nothing from your apartment, which had bugs, cat shit, dog shit all over the floor. We've seen the flies all in your hair. I see the white eggs in your hair, which tells me you have lice. You're nasty. You're nasty, but yet you say everybody is lying. Savage, are you going live today, sweetie? I saw a lady in another community, Savage, that has the avatar you use that you use. She has your avatar. But anyway, I'm waiting to see what's the lie going to be. But now she's trying to blame it on Frauditor and Kim. She's trying to say that Frauditor made up that email about her dad. No, girl, that's coming directly from your account. Nope, they have never. I think they're lying, because let me tell you why. And I said that because if that was true, Nicole would have taken pictures of all these Mountain Dew piss bottles all around. I don't believe that for a minute, that she gets the piss bottles and she takes it to the clinic and sell it. These women haven't proven anything. They're trying to get followers. They were supposed to be posting up all this stuff. And Houdini, whoever is an employee at Houdini, is not going to tell you that Lisa is a runner out the back door for them. That can get them shut down. That's common sense. Hi, Tommy. Thank you for coming by. Damn, Savage. Savage, you know, I could been going live on TikTok for like 4 months. I need to go live on TikTok so we can grift. I said I was going to go live on TikTok. I was going to grift for a plane ticket to Pennsylvania and for bail money. 3 people in Lady Red's chat said, well, 4 people said, Heidi, I got you, girl. She can't deny this. These messages were between her and Kim as well. Kim Rea. Kim put those messages out because she felt stupid yet again, because Lisa is lying about the death of her parent. And how could Kim actually believe that shit? Nope, I haven't even went to look. That's how much I don't care. But they're telling you that the owner or the manager of Houdini's is telling you that they give Lisa a $10 rock and give her whatever's left so she can go sell. Really? These people are going to tell you this. The messages are on Frauditor Reaper's page and Nookie's page. Hold on, let me grab Nookie, because Nookie's account came down and then it went back up. Hold on, let me give you Nookie's link so you can go look. And I know Frauditor Reaper has it as well. Let me get you Nookie's page. I think this is his original page. Let me see. Let me stop that. Yeah, this is Nookie's original page. Is back up again. And okay. It's on a short. Hold on. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it so you guys can go get it. These are the messages between Lisa and Kim Rea. Okay. This is her line to Kim. Those are the messages between her, Lisa and Kim Rea. So Kim told her, she goes, I called. They said there was no services for Ronald Richard. So what was the funeral name again? She said Steve Brady. She says Lisa tells him maybe they put him under Steve Brady because of all the internet stuff. Y'all got to go check this shit out. Seriously. Seriously. So she's a liar. On top of everything else, she's a liar. So go check it out for yourselves. Go read it all. And I want to say, oh, that's nice. Positive Monday. Smile More XL. He has a really nice channel. But I like Nookie. I like Kai. I like Mickey Mouse, Lady Red, Chantel. I like them all. And Chantel's got someone new that I need to go check out because she's sending me down another rabbit hole. But I like all of these channels. I love Simply Sophie's coverage of Lori, and now she's starting to cover Gabby as well because they're doing a blackout on Gabby. And, you know, instead of giving her the views, they want you to go watch it someplace else. But I love you guys. I will see you guys later. And happy Tuesday. A liar with a bus pass that needs an Uber. Yes. Hit the like page, please, guys. And I thought I saw Black Hat. I thought I saw Black Hat in, was it Watchers or was it Harlow? But she was ending. I forgot. I think it was Harlow's. I need to check on his mom. Oh, Villain. Has Victoria been going live? I know she was having surgery, but she hasn't popped up. And I do follow her so I can watch her lives. Bye, Pam, sweetie. Thank you for coming in. And that link you sent to me, Pam, was not working at all. So, but I'm out of here. Have a great day. Bye. And thank you right quick for coming in. Thank you so much. And if you're new, subscribe, please. Think about it. Think about it. Bye, guys. Oh, Victoria on TikTok. Her thing is Victoria Not Secret. She's on TikTok. No, real surgery. Supposedly. Real surgery, supposedly. All right, guys. I'm